Hello, hello, and welcome to Community TV with Adaire. This is TV by me, TV for you. This is a show where I bring you all sorts of amazing people who are doing great things in the community to help enhance the lives of people around them. Now, this could be anything from yoga, meditation, physical fitness, gardening, permaculture, vegan cooking. For 18 years, helping inbound tourists get the most out of their holiday in South Australia. So Sue might be a great person to talk about, to find the little nooks and crannies of the great places to be in South Australia. I'll have to remember to ask you that, Sue. She's always had a strong interest in health and physically, mentally, and spiritually. Most recently, she's become a certified essential oils coach. She is an avid meditator. This includes workshop with Dr. Joe Dispenza, and she's looking forward to a week-long retreat in October with Dr. Joe. That sounds really interesting as well. She was currently really excited about embracing her role as social marketer for Modere products that are ethical, clean, and effective, and have an enormous range of products ranging from personal care to household care to supplements and more. Welcome, Sue. How are you?
Hi, Adaire. Hi, everyone.
Thank you for joining me.
Pleasure. Thank you for having me.
We've got Sanette here all the way from Western Australia. How are you, darling? Sanette, great to see you here. Thank you for joining. If you like, it would be really great if you could invite your friends to watch the show. We're going to have some really interesting conversations today about clean living. But first, I would love to ask you, Sue, what's led you to this point in your life?
Look, I have been in business, was in business for years, like you said, a travel consultant. And I just got to a point where I just wanted to do what I love doing, and that's just helping people to live healthy and clean and clear, with getting clarity, meditation, and all that sort of stuff. I just love it. I really do love it. And yeah, it's also like, a way to do what you love without having to spend a lot of money or take a lot of risk, and also I love working with the team that we've got, because they're all out for they're all community minded like yourself, and love helping people and just helping people. And we've got like such a strong team of health coaches and fitness instructors and animal naturopaths and live and dry blood practitioners and access consciousness practitioners, Reiki instructors, so it's lovely working with everyone. You've got a big pool of knowledge and value that you can give to people's lives. So it's been really
amazing. So I want to bring it back to, tell me about the workshop with Dr. Joe.
Oh, that's amazing stuff, actually. That really is.
Whereabouts is it?
It's going to be at in Twin Waters on the Sunshine Coast at the Novotel there. I've already been to a progressive and an advanced workshop in Twin Waters, but this is going to be with Dr. Joe, and you're basically meditating from the morning straight through to the night. I mean, with lunch breaks and tea breaks and that sort of thing, but it's very high level scientific sort of meditation. Like, it's not religious based at all. It's just very, he's a neuroscientist, so it uses a lot of tools and different sort of modalities to raise your consciousness. And yeah, they're doing amazing stuff up there at Dr. Joe.
So just disclose, because I've signed up, I want to go to now I always get the pronunciation of this wrong. You might be able to help me. Vipassana?
Oh, I haven't really got into a lot of that. I mean, I've got it. I've done transcendental meditation, but that sounds right. Vipassana sounds right. If I'm saying it right, I don't know. But his is pretty much neutral, if you know what I mean. So it wouldn't be.
No, I don't. I don't, because I'm learning about all of this stuff in terms of it's neutral is like meditation to me is such a personal thing.
Yes.
that, it's about going internally, and it's not about taking on doctrine from anything else or anyone else, but it's actually about learning how to be with yourself. And I would imagine that would be one of the basic tenets of meditation.
Yeah, that's right. It's basically connecting to your higher self, or to the universe, or to God, in some people's language and belief systems, to whatever you call that higher source. And that's where you get, where you get in touch with your divine purpose and they're doing such high level stuff that they're getting people bringing themselves back from, stage 4 cancer and really serious sort of illnesses, just with being able to access that consciousness, and that sort of eternal present moment, that eternal sort of part of you that doesn't age and is not sick and is not, and knows all the answers to what you should do with your life or whatever.
No, that's interesting. So when you go up there and you do, hours of meditation, that's actually what you do. It's quiet time. It's meditating. It's not.
Yes, his is all guided meditation. So he brings in some tools like where you do your breath work, where you're sort of, it's called the pineal gland activation breath, and that is sort of squeezing in the lower 3 chakras and or energy centers, he calls them. Again, he uses a neutral sort of term, and up to your higher ones, and pushing that energy up. And that's a particular breath that you practice and do. And then kaleidoscopes, getting you into a different sort of brainwave, from I can't remember if it's alpha to delta or whatever. I'm not really sort of up with all the brain waves, but raising that, and then it's guided. Then you get sort of mind movie software, which is basically like a vision board, a digital vision board, and so you make your own mind movie hopefully prior to the workshop, although they have workshops at night time to help you make your mind movie. And then, they bring in sort of kaleidoscopes and gets you into trance, or you've done your breath work and then your kaleidoscope, and then you watch your mind movie. So basically you're imprinting, you're rewriting the program, you're rewriting the software of your brain to get what you want in life, or heal what you want, or, whatever it is that you're after.
That sounds amazing. Is that Natalie Bedwell? Is it Natalie who does the mind? Yeah.
That's right. Yes, she does.
Yeah.
She does.
Yes. She's pretty amazing. I actually did a lot of work with Bob Proctor, and I've been following her for a while. So
well,
so if you're here, just pop in, say hello. Sanette said hello. I see we've got a few people pop in. Invite your friends to watch, and please share so we can share the amazing wisdom that Sue's bringing to us today. And also, if you're watching the replay, please also share, because this can keep being shared for as long as we want it to, which is awesome. So thanks for joining us. Just pop in, let us know that you're here, and we'll keep the conversation going. So Sue, in terms of your businesses, I'm just let's go back. I want to talk about the entrepreneurial side of things in a minute. But when you say you've recently become a certified essential oil coach, what does that mean?
Well, that was, I don't know if people have heard of Dr. Josh Axe. He's pretty big on the, sort of like Dr. McCullough, and I did it through his organisation. And basically that's just going through all the oils, and because they're not single dimensional either. Oils, they can affect emotions, they can raise consciousness as well. They're good meditation aids. I use them for this more. Today before coming on, I was a bit nervous, so I got my de-stress out, to calm me down, and so they can, it goes through the limbic system, through the olfactory system in your brain, which is a smelling system that's connected to your brain, and that works on the limbic system, which affects emotions and moods and hormones and sleep and all sorts of different things, to do with your life. And so yes, the essential oils are pretty powerful. They're very, and they're very multidimensional as well.
And is it a difficult process to go through to become a certified coach, or?
No, I mean, I think it was a 12-week online course, and no, it wasn't difficult. You had to study and pass exams and stuff like that, but it was good. It was really good, and I'll have those resources forever.
And it's obviously, if you're fascinated, like it's something that you're passionate about, it does make it a lot easier as well.
It does make it a lot easier. That's right. It makes it easier to learn when you love what you're doing, and interested. Yeah.
Do they teach you how to combine different oils for?
So they'll teach you about the single oil. So yes, if you had a particular ailment, you could do your own blends, depending on, and they can be even more powerful in a synergistic way they can be more than the sum of their parts, if you know what I mean. Because they work in synergy with each other. So whilst it didn't sort of go into that, but you could put it together yourself easily by knowing once you learn what the individual ones are good for.
And then you can make up your own blends.
That's right. You can make up your own blends. And that, like they say, in doubt, frankincense, because it's the king of all oils. And that tends to supercharge everything. That tends to supercharge anything that you're wanting to do. So, yeah.
Okay. So your main gig now is about clean living?
Yeah, well, I guess I've always done that. I've always been a health nut, if you like. So, and a health nerd too. Like I'm just constant. If I'm on the internet, it's always reading up on, something to do with health. And that might not just be physically, spiritually, mentally. I love self-development as well. Yeah. And, hence the Joe Dispenza stuff as well. And, our team, our Modere team is all off to Landmark Forum. I'm not doing it with them because I'm doing the Dr Joe thing this year, but that's my self-development done this year. And, but they're all off to that. That's fabulous, life-changing stuff as well, I understand. I've never done it, but have, lots of people that have done it. So
could you give us some hints on what we can do to live clean?
Yeah, right. Well, the first thing would be, what did someone say to me today, that when a woman walks out of her bathroom, I think that she has exposed herself to 100 toxic chemicals. The bathroom, they say, is the most cancer-causing room of the house because, there's so many things that you put on your skin. 60% of what you put on your skin goes directly into your blood. So I would say reduce your toxic load by being a label Nazi, or just, if you need a chemistry degree to work out what you're putting on your skin or eating, I wouldn't buy it. I would want to know. I've always wanted to know what's in my products, whether they're on my skin or in my body. And so I think reducing your toxic load is a big thing because, the body takes so much and the liver can filter out so much. But you get to a critical mass with toxic load, and that's when programming starts going nuts, starts just not behaving the way it should. And, all sorts of things can happen then. So I would say.
What sort of things, when it goes nuts, what sort of things
can happen?
Do we find as a result of not living clean, generally speaking?
Well, I think everything. I mean, I think any illness can be a result of a toxic, not being clean, not having a clean body. I mean, of course, we all know cancer can happen, but I would say, I've seen just about nearly every illness turn around or at least get better from just, cleaning out your body and getting rid of all the toxic products. Fasting, intermittent fasting, it's another simple, easy way to to clean your body out. Intermittent fasting's, maybe eating in a 6 to 8 hour window, and or going without food for a day or 24 hours, but things like that. But getting rid of all your toxic products. Of course, we all know eating lots of fruit and vegetables and not eating processed foods. Our team has so many health talks. I mean, there's too much probably to go through, of all the things you can do to live clean, to eat clean, to, and all the nasties that are in our food and in our products. The list is endless. But and that's why and even some brands that claim to be clean or claim to be non-toxic, you've got to
so I'm just thinking, so what would be your top 3 tips for somebody if they had a really poor lifestyle and they wanted to just start? What would be the top 3 things that you would suggest for someone to do if they wanted, like if they didn't know where to start, if they could take action immediately, what would you suggest that they do? Three things.
The top 3 things. My goodness, how do I reduce this? Well, get rid of your toxic products out of your house for sure. All your cleaning stuff, all your bathroom stuff, just get rid of it and make sure you're buying products that are safe.
Yeah, I actually have a U-Butte top of the range steam cleaner, and I love it so much. It's my therapy, and I go seriously. People pay me to do their bathrooms for them, and I think people pay me for having therapy. I hate cleaning, but when I get the steamer out, I just go to a different space, and it just comes up, sort of. It's amazing what this thing can do, and it just takes water. Like seriously, just takes water.
That's right.
It's amazing. We don't need those. We don't need the chemicals. We don't need all that shit.
We don't need the chemicals. Even if your cleaner was just water and vinegar, and a couple of drops of oil or something like that, which would smell nice as well. That's a start, and that's cheap. So I would say yes, get rid of all your products, get rid of all your processed foods, or as many as you can. Just start with doing more home cooked stuff and eating more fruit and vegetables. And drink lots of water and exercise, and that's too many now, isn't it? And get out in the sun. Get out in the sun. Here we are. Get out in the sun. Get your vitamin D. I've got
a decline after this day, but I will be heading out there, and it's probably even warm enough to take my shoes off and stand in the grass, barefoot.
Get out in the middle of the day when the shadow's the shortest. That's when you're getting the most vitamin D. Of course, practice safe sun. Don't stay out too long.
Go out and roast yourself like we used to in the 80s. 5K would tell us it's time to turn so you don't burn. Do you remember that?
Yes, I remember that.
Oh my God! And then we'd slather all that oil over us so we'd cook properly.
What was in the oil?
It's a wonder we're even going to make it out alive. Seriously, so.
I mean, coconut oil, for instance, has a natural SPF of 5, I think, so you wouldn't want to use it long term, if you're going to be out in the sun a long time, but it does, and it's completely healthy for you, so there's another, easy, cheap tip as well, isn't it?
Yeah. So I guess the top 3 are to eliminate all the toxic cleaning products.
And yes.
Processed food. And
try to
drink
good clean water, and get out in the sun.
Now, would you suggest using a filter?
Yes, I mean I just do Puritap. I know some of my friends.
Photos here. Sorry.
Well, I do Puritap, and then I filter it again because I get the fluoride out of my water. So I filter it again through a jug. But and that's a grander jug that they're supposed to be very good. They're an Australian company as well. And so I filter it twice. But even if you just do a Pure Tap, what are they? $300. And
yeah, I've had a Pure Tap actually, it was funny because I bought a Pure Tap. Oh my God, it was probably maybe 10 years ago now, and of course we get the filter changed regularly because that's one of the things that you need to do. Otherwise, you're putting the crap back into the if the filter.
Yeah, but they ring you and they come around and do it themselves. And
I know, but I know people who actually just don't change the filter or whatever. But anyway, it has changed regularly, and it was on my birthday, and I remember I had some time off of work, and I was painting the hallway, and this guy came to install my Pure Tap, and he said, "Hi, my name's Pat from Pure Tap." And I just about fell off the ladder because I'm going, Pat is tap spelled backwards.
Yeah. That's pretty clever.
Funny thing, like, they're totally inane. But then I said, he said, oh, so I told him it was my birthday, and he said, happy birthday. And I said, yes, this is my husband's birthday present to me for my birthday. And he went, that's really cool. That's so really, really nice of your husband for doing that. And I go, but he doesn't know. So I said to Pat, when my husband gets home, I'll thank him for the lovely gift, and it was exactly what I wanted, and he hasn't had to do a thing, and everybody's happy.
You didn't even have to remember.
He didn't even have to remember. Well, maybe I make it too easy for him sometimes, but
sure, dear.
Yeah. But I do know that there are some proponents. People say that there are other water filters and other ways to filter your water as well that can make it even better for you. So I guess there's a gradient of good water, like going from drinking straight from the tap right through to the purest of pure that's anti-oxidized and
reverse and and then revising it and energizing it and
reverse osmosis.
You can really go, or you can just get. I know Louise, a friend of mine. She buys the Mount Lofty, spring water because she says that she's done all the research and that's really good and they're only about $350 for 10 liters or something. So if you didn't sort of go out and get a filter, you can always. But
so
I cook in it as well, so
I guess at the very least like you said, there are jugs that you can buy from Target or Kmart that have got the filters that you can actually put in them. And I know my daughter's got a water filter that she actually takes because they're a bit nomadic, and they take it around to wherever they are, and they hook the filter up to the tap wherever they are. So
wow, like a portable tap filter.
Yeah.
It's just amazing what you can get now, actually, isn't it?
So relatively easily. So you're suggesting before we wind this up, so you're suggesting that water and vinegar and some drops of essential oil for cleaning.
Yeah, you can do that. If you didn't want to buy, anything expensive, you could just do that, and. That's, I find vinegar is really good for cleaning, actually, like it's cheap and easy and you just have to get those chemicals out of your house, you're exposed to enough outside of your house without bringing them inside your house, And so
we used vinegar in the dishwasher instead of rinse aid.
Oh, right. Was that effective?
It does a really good job.
Does it?
Yeah, and that's we get the big thing of vinegar and it lasts years.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so there's a lot of little things that you can do if you think about it, isn't there?
There's lots and lots of tips that you can, that's why it's good to know people, that can help you with these things, and because you don't always have to spend a lot of money.
No. Well, so I know that you're setting up your Facebook business page, and we haven't got a link to it at the moment.
Okay.
But we will pop up the link because you're quite new to this environment here, but we'll invite people, if you want to contact Sue and have a chat with her about clean living and any way, shape or form. You can see she's got a wealth of information she can share with you about clean living in your mind through meditation or through essential oils or different things around your house, and even upgrading your eating regime if you need to. Sue would be, I'm sure, happy to give some advice around that. So that's fantastic. So we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining us today. Community TV with Adaire. Don't go anywhere. I'll just I'll wind it up, and then I'll see you in the lobby afterwards.
No worries.
Okay. So that was Sue Bromley, and Sue joined us for today's Community TV with Adaire, talking to us about living clean and healthy, and removing toxins from your body and from your environment and from your mind. It's been a great time talking with you, Sue, and you're on Community TV with Adaire on mytimetv.live, and we'll see you again next Wednesday at 2 o'clock for another episode of Community TV with Adaire. Bye for now.